Sorry about that face I was just pulling. I didn't actually do that intentionally. It just was something I was doing, and I just started recording. So in this video, I wanted to talk about the three main what is it? The three main people that encouraged me to be myself in my marketing. You know, when I first got online, I first found a couple of gurus who I just wanted to emulate them and model them to an exact T. And in order to do that, I used to have long curly hair. I cut it all off. I mean, this was years ago. I've grown it and cut it since then, but I cut it all off so I look more professional. You know, I went out and bought myself a couple of collared shirts so I could look just like these guys, look like a proper businessman. But here was the problem. I emulated them. I modeled them so much that I was no longer myself. And when I read my own content, when I watched my own videos, it was kind of like I didn't really think about, like who is this person? It wasn't me, but I didn't really think about it until one day, the very first person that encouraged me to be myself in my marketing saw some of my content. Okay, so person number one that encouraged me to be myself in my marketing was my mom. Now, my mother, I love her so much. I'm excited to see her. I haven't seen her in about a year, and I'm excited to see her in a couple of days. In about 2 weeks, she's going to be up here to visit, so I can hang out. My mom, I don't care if this sounds corny or weird or cheesy or whatever. She's honestly one of my best friends, and she taught me my entire life to be myself because she's kind of crazy, she's kind of weird, and she taught me to be that exact same way. So one day, a couple of years ago, when I first built my first blog, I was out there just trying to write blog posts and make videos, or more so writing blog posts, just like everyone else was, just like what they were teaching me to do. And basically, in doing so, I sounded pretty much like a robot. You know, like the words that I would write, they didn't sound like something that a human would write. And if it was, it didn't sound like something I would write. So one day, I was so happy to have my blog up. I was so happy to be doing something, and I used to share my blog post with my sister Jenna. And one day I asked her, "Do you know if Mum's in my blog? Do you know if Mum's been reading my stuff?" And she said, "Yeah, Mum's been reading your stuff." I'm like, "What? Okay, well, why so down? Like, why is that a bad thing? And why hasn't she mentioned this to me?" And Jenna told me that Mum didn't want to bring it up because she didn't like it. She didn't like your blog. And I'm like, what do you mean she didn't like my blog? And my sister told me that my mom didn't like my blog because she was reading it and she didn't think it sounded like me. It sounded like a weird stranger that she had never met before. And in my mind, I'm like, that's what you're supposed to do online. That's how you're supposed to write stuff. And it's like, really, it's not. You're supposed to be yourself because that's all you can be. And whenever you're not authentic, whenever you're not living up to your truth, people are going to see that the same way that my mom did. And ever since then, I thought to myself, you know what? I am a unique individual. I need to show that to people. And I need to go out there and really be myself. But I wanted to do that. And it's still sometimes hard because you're not sure if people are going to relate to you. You know, I used to go out there and try to relate to everyone until I realized that it doesn't work. I'm not going to relate to everybody. And that's when I found a guy named David Wood. Now, I've talked about David before. David is a mentor of mine, a guy I've looked up to for years. And I was looking at all these other gurus' videos online, and they were all prim and proper. They all had their perfect haircut. They all had their collared shirts on. And I ran into David Wood. And just like me, David Wood, he had long curly hair. In some of his shirts, he wore no t-shirt. I mean, sorry, some of his videos, he wasn't wearing any t-shirt, or he's wearing a singlet. And, a singlet is a tank top, by the way. Here in Australia, we call it a singlet. But David Wood, he was just this crazy mofo, in these videos, he was just crazy. And the reason why is because he was just being himself. And I was so attracted to this dude because it was just like, this guy's just like me. This is what I need to do in my marketing. I don't need to copy him, but I need to copy him in terms of just being myself. And if you don't know Dave, I'll introduce you to him in one of the videos on my site. If you click around, you'll meet him soon enough. But Dave, he taught me that being yourself is going to attract way more people and get way more people to look at you and your business because you're being authentic, you're speaking your true self. So seeing his videos, I was like, okay, this is how you really do it. You just be you. And then recently, just recently, I got the final, what is it? The final reminder to just always be yourself, no matter what you're doing. If you're marketing, if you're making videos, if you're writing blog posts, if you're on social media, just always be you. And I learned that from a guy named Kyle. Now, it wasn't the Kyle that I spoke about previously in one of my other videos. This guy, his name's Kyle. He's actually a rapper slash singer. And the way I found him was just recently, just this year, Chance the Rapper and his group, The Social Network, Donnie Trumpet and The Social Network, they dropped an album called Surf. And it was an album I'd been waiting for a very long time. Listened to the album, and I found that one standout song that I absolutely loved. But on top of that, I found a guy who had a verse inside of that song that I really, really enjoyed. I'd never heard of this guy before, and I was like, who is this person? And being the music fan, being the rap nerd that I am, I went and researched and found out everything I could about this guy. And I found out it was a guy named Kyle. So I started watching some of his videos, and then I came across one video in particular that it's not anything insane or crazy, but it just really, really inspired me because he's so different than everyone else in the, especially in the hip hop crowd, where he is actually 100% completely genuine and just a weird and crazy dude, just like myself. And one of the things that really got me was in one of his videos where he's promoting his album. Actually, he's on a pier. It's one of the most simple, basic videos that you're ever going to see. He's on a pier, and he's just singing to the camera. And in about 10 seconds into the video, I'm going to embed that video below this one on my blog. But about 10 seconds into the video, he is facing towards the ocean, and he kind of just waves. But he's on a pier. There's no one to wave at. There's no one over there. It's just the ocean. And it made me crack up laughing. It really made me laugh because that's the type of thing that I would do. And I just thought, I've never seen someone act so free and so kind of just so authentic and so themselves in their videos. And it was these three people. First of all, it was my mom, who was unhappy with the first kind of my first attempt at blogging because it just didn't sound like her son, like the boy that she raised to be himself. The second person was my mentor, Dave Wood, who is always himself, and because of that, he's inspired hundreds of thousands of people around the world, including myself. And I will follow this guy to the end of the earth because he's inspired me that much. And then finally was this rapper, singer, his name is Kyle, and he just really, really encouraged me and inspired me to do whatever I want in my videos because some people, they may not like it. But there's going to be those other people that really click with what I say, with the things that I do, with the jokes that I make. And they're going to appreciate the fact that instead of acting all prim and proper like I'm some big hotshot businessman, I just act like myself, who is a big hotshot businessman who also happens to say fuck and who also happens to enjoy laughing and wearing whatever I want in my videos, having my crazy hair like it's been getting messier and messier by the minute, and I do not care anymore because I'm just being myself. So the point of this video is I want you to think about three people, that really inspire you. The three people that you've seen, whether they're marketers, whether they're family, whether they're like people that you listen to, like musicians or actors or anyone out there that is so authentic that inspires you to go out and be your authentic self, because people are going to resonate with you when you're authentic 1,000 times more than if you're out there bullshitting. And because the truth is, people can see through bullshit. But when you're yourself, you're going to attract the right people to you and your business, and you're going to build an organization of just people who are on your level and that just really click with you and your vision. Okay, and speaking of vision, I'm going to bring up my vision in one of the videos soon, and I have a vision big enough to fit you in it, but we'll talk about that again in another video. So this video has gone on long enough. I hope that me telling you the people who've inspired me to be myself inspires you to take a look at yourself and actually go out and be your authentic self inside of your marketing. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, go and share it on social media, leave a comment below, watch the video from Kyle below. It's only like a minute long, and if you like hip-hop and if you like just kind of like R&B or whatever, you will enjoy it. If you don't, then whatever, don't worry about it. But if you enjoyed this video, again, go and share it, leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, peace out. By the way, before I peace out, I just want to let you know that in real life, I never actually say the words peace out. I just do it in my videos because it makes me laugh, and I think it's a funny way to end a video. So, yeah, I just wanted to preface that in case you think I'm just some uncool dude that always says peace out. But it's actually funny that I brought it up at the end of this video about being authentic. But the reason that I do it is because it makes me laugh. And again, that's who I'm being authentic to myself, because if it makes me laugh, I hope it might make other people laugh. And that's really, along with inspiring people, along with helping people reach their goals, also want to, make people happy as well. So that's why I do that. Just threw that in. I'm sorry I made this video go for an extra minute longer than it should have, but again, if you enjoyed it, go share it, thumbs up, share on social media, leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. All right? Peace.